Let's look at this story that is on most of the papers this morning. The blueprint says workers, the 500 billionaire work subsidy, workers experts reject Tinubu's 8,000 naira monthly for 12 million households. And of course, Nigerian News Direct also has that. 500 billion naira subsidy palliative, federal government to distribute 8,000 naira monthly to 12 million households. All right. Now, in the breakdown of the request for the loans as being approved by the National Assembly, in the request by President, 500 billion naira has been requested, 800 million, another $800 million dollars is being requested. But recall that in the last administration of President Buhari, there was also the request of $800 million to cushion the effect of the removal of subsidy.
Right, there was.
There was a request,
yes.
So this is, I believe this is a follow-up to that, But the point there is, in the breakdown of all of this monies and so on, we understand about 70 billion naira will be going to the National Assembly, which is making a lot of Nigerians ask questions and raise eyebrows. Meanwhile, 8,000 naira is what it is said that, the poorest of the poor families are going to get for 6 months. So Nigerians are talking about this.
Of course, one wouldn't exactly, blame the reactions. It is to be expected, and the labor unions are also, talking tough, and then the people are trying to rationalize. I think you also mentioned as much in one of the papers, saying, what do Nigerians need now? Is it, this financial raises, so to speak, or should the government just focus on policy changes, on, tax deductions,
yes,
on, other reliefs? Like earlier on, we spoke about, what the government wants to do in, to eliminate all the rigors of the food crisis. So, this is, something that is all mind-boggling when you look at the numbers. There's 800 million. There's also another 500 billion that also emanated from the 2022 supplementary budget amendment. So, all of that. But, the government has said it's feeling the pains and is asking for, more patience from Nigerians, that in the long run, the country and its people will be, prosperous. But there does seem to be a call for clarity, and, people need to know how this will trickle down to, all the households. How will this trickle down? And the experience in the past have also been like in the Buhari administration. Of course, there was a social welfare policy, and there were a lot of mixed reactions as to that. Did it get down to everyone? So,
well,
we hope that the government will, if that is the route it wants to take, in addition to other policies, we hope that indeed implementation will not be a clog.
Yeah. Besides all of these, government can be doing amazing things sometimes, but when the information is not out there, where people get the details of what's going on, how it is going on, where it is going on, then people are going to become very skeptical. Now, the point there is, if 12 million households are going to get this 8,000 naira as it is, one would expect that there'd be opportunity to publish the names of people, whether bank accounts or names of people or names of households that are going to benefit from this palliative, where they are and what criteria they were selected, to benefit from this, as a case may be. Because, like, we were talking with someone yesterday and said, we all need help one way or the other. Every Nigerian needs help, whether you live in Lagos or you live in Benue or you live in Maiduguri or Akwa Ibom or Sokoto. Everyone needs help one way or the other. If you're driving to the office now, you discover that the number of cars that used to be on the road before is not the same right now.
Yesterday especially was really, surprising.
That's the thing.
Of course, there has to be an impact.
Exactly.
On the fuel
So the point there is that everyone is trying to, adjust to survive, adjust to, navigate the system and so on. So these are the things Nigerians are talking about. And I'm hoping that this will be very open for Nigerians to benefit from. Some others feel that any time it comes to the issue of sharing money to people, group of people, there's always something wrong. They just feel there's something wrong always, where it is not the best impact. Now, you give 8,000 naira to households. Some households could be four persons. Other households could be 6 persons. Other households could be 8 persons. Other households could even be 10 persons, depending on the number of children. Other households could just be 2. But when you have 8 persons, you're going to give 8,000, and you have 2 persons or 3 persons, you're going to still give 8,000 because it's a household. So these are all the things that Nigerians are looking at. How will that money go a long way? Because they're talking about giving 8,000 naira to these households for a month, for a period of 6 months.
To transcend 6 months.
So what will 8,000 do for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 persons
that make up one household?
For 1 month.
Are even adding that, let's not forget that we have 133 million Nigerians who are said to be multidimensionally poor.
Exactly.
So eventually, the 8,000 that papers are even saying might just fall down to about 3,000. So, like you said, what will that do for the house?
All right. Maybe when they break it down, we might understand the metrics that is used for all of this.